All right, everybody, I think I am finally ready to go here with some top stories from across the country with ya. I've got about 6 ready to go, and I had to make some special lower thirds or CGs. You know that little graphic right there? We call it a lower third. But again, my name is Pilar Arias. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching News Now, which is part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We're going to start with probably our most timely and serious news story from over the weekend. Turns out that we had a senior care facility shooting in Delaware that took the lives of 2 people. Let's get the latest.
Police swarmed Manor Care of Wilmington just after 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon following reports of gunfire. There they found a gun and 2 people dead inside the dementia wing. An 82-year-old man and 79-year-old woman. She was a resident. Their names and their relationship being withheld until family members are notified. Police locked down the scene and quickly determined there was no threat to anyone else. The 27 patients inside the dementia wing were moved next door as the investigation continued. Many with loved ones here heard the news on social media and rushed over, only to find the street blocked off and information hard to come by. Arlene Beard moved her mom here 3 weeks ago.
My mom is there. She's 85 years old, so we haven't talked to her. We don't know anything other than they're telling us that everybody is secure and they'll be able to get with us later.
George Shea says his mother, who has dementia, has lived here about 3 years. Do you know your mom's okay?
I don't know that yet. I have no idea. 2 people were shot, but what 2 people? So nobody really knows.
Complaining the facility should have been quicker to call.
When an incident like this happens, there needs to be some type of system in place to call family members. We've been calling all afternoon. There's nobody answering the phone.
A representative from Manor Care should be able to come out and say, this is what's going on at this point.
After about 4 hours, police left and reopened the building, Arlene among the many rushing in.
If it takes to midnight tonight, I'll be in that facility making sure she's fine.
Absolutely frightening there in Delaware with people who have loved ones at that facility. Again, this is News Now, which is a part of Fox10Phoenix.com, and my name is Pilar Arias. We are bringing you out to Phoenix, Arizona. Downtown, off in the distance there, Chase Field has its roof closed, and a little bit of haziness, a little bit of shakiness with our South Mountain Tower cam, which means there's some wind out there. And I want to show you current flight conditions of Skyfox right now. They are headed to the scene of what we're being told is a chlorine leak. But yeah, there's clouds out there. There was a couple sprinkles on my windshield on the drive in to Fox 10 Phoenix right now, earlier this morning, not too long ago. And so a lot of people are like, hey, where's the dust storms? Where's the rain? Where's the monsoon? Where's the lightning? Where's the thunder? They're waiting for the monsoon to roll through the valley. Lots of people are, so we're going to keep a very close eye on the skies and the weather for you right here as well. It does feel a little bit more humid than usual out there, but we do know that with the cloud coverage and a little bit of breeze and the winds, we normally have not as hot temperatures, which is definitely good news there. But the reason I'm bringing you back to Arizona is because this next top story I have for you, it's our very own Jennifer Martinez reporting on evacuations underway in regards to or because of the museum fire right here in Arizona.
Pretty devastated. This is our playground. This is our national forest.
A heartbreaking view as hundreds watch the museum fire.
Very sad for me to see my recreational backyard being burned. It's pretty disconcerting.
Especially for those who use the area multiple times a week, like Shasta and Jason. Frustration and confusion.
This was a closed area too, so I don't know why the fire started or how the fire started or if somebody just went beyond closed boundaries.
The monsoons haven't hit yet. It's dry, it's hot, and it's a windy day, and yeah, so it's the perfect storm for something bad like this to spread quickly.
Evacuations and pre-evacuations to recreational and residential areas. A shelter now set up at Sinawa Middle School in Flagstaff.
Hopefully they can get it under control and save our forest, save the homes.
Saturday was what's known as wicked hot for some Bostonians. How do you say that? Well, the locals in Boston, that's the proper term. We're calling it wicked hot. And as a result, air conditioners were flying off the shelves. That's this next top story right here on News Now.
It's a nice day out, other than my house is like 95 degrees.
In the middle of a heat wave, many who have avoided buying an AC gave in.
I think people are caving in. Usually they're caving in, like, all right, I can't deal with the heat anymore. I suffered. You can't sleep in weather like this.
I have another one, but it's it's not working that well. It's working, but it's not cool enough.
The problem, this late in the summer, they're harder to find.
Everywhere is sold out. Even Wally World. Can you imagine that?
At the Curry Ace Hardware in Quincy, they got a shipment in Friday, but they aren't expected to last.
We got a lot of ACs in yesterday, so I'm kind of surprised that they're still here, but we're getting phone calls now. So everybody's starting to run out of them.
They're also selling a lot of other items here to beat the heat, and the manager says customers aren't just thinking about humans. Bill Baker says his AC wasn't for him.
I slept great last night. I have actually 3 dogs, and I had to buy an air conditioner for the dogs.
We saw a lot of kids' pools, and they mostly all for dogs.
But AC isn't an option for everyone.
Especially since I'm renting and I'm 25, so I don't know if I'll be in the same apartment next year. It just doesn't, I might be just kind of cheap.
And some are just doing whatever they can to make it through.
It's definitely harder to sleep. If I just called my parents and said that I might come stay with them.
All right, everybody, this next top story we have for you here on News Now is taking us to New Mexico, where an officer was dragged by a suspect during a traffic stop. Fox's Jeannie Nguyen has more.
So let's figure it all out. Dude,
Come on, dude.
Go, dude. Go!
Last month, Albuquerque police found Michael Nieto sleeping inside a truck in a neighborhood near I-40 in Rio Grande.
Police department.
After waking him up, police noticed a gun tucked in the seats and told the 18-year-old to keep his hands where they could see them.
Don't reach for that gun. Understood? Don't reach for that gun. Understood? Okay, you're gonna step out.
But Nieto refused to get out of the truck.
Come on, you're passed out in the middle of the road with the car on. Come on. Well, I don't know if that's your house. So step out.
That's when Nieto drove off with the officers still holding on to his arm. As the officer's partner tried to run after the Dodge Ram, a struggle was going on inside the truck between Nieto and the officer.
Get off me! You stop the car! Get off me! Go!
The officer even tried to put the truck into park. But Nieto kept going. He ended up driving in the wrong direction on Rio Grande at I-40 and crashing into a car head-on. He tried making another run for it, but the officer tackled him quickly. As officers arrested him, Nieto lied about his name.
What's your last name? David. You a boy? Yes, sir. Okay.
And had little to say to police.
Why'd you take off? You didn't see a guy that was wearing one of these cool little uniforms just hanging out in the car with you?
All right, everybody, I got one more top story for you here on News Now, which is part of Fox10Phoenix.com. I thought I had 6, but one of them, the video didn't download properly, takes us down to 5. By the way, after this next top story, I do have some live Skyfox aerials to show you. They're at a breaking news scene. Okay, so let's see those hands up emojis if you went to the movie theater at all this weekend, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see you type capital LK if you went to see The Lion King. Ashley Dvorkin is here to get us all caught up with the weekend box office, how these blockbusters did.
Simba breaks records while a group of reunited superheroes also take their place in movie history. Here's your box office breakdown. The Lion King roars into the #1 spot at the box office with $185 million. The photorealistic remake of the Disney tale breaking several records as it tops the list. It's the largest opening this July and biggest ever for a PG-rated film. Summer franchises make up the top 3, with Spider-Man Far From Home adding $21 million and Toy Story 4 taking in $14.6 million. Rounding out the top 5 are the horror thriller Crawl with $6 million and the Beatles music-inspired Yesterday with $5.1 million. And while it wasn't in the top 10, this was a record-breaking week for Avengers Endgame, with the blockbuster adding $1.5 million globally, pushing it past Avatar to become the highest-grossing film of all time. Great news for Marvel fans as excitement builds for the next chapter of the MCU, Phase 4, with 10 movies announced at Comic-Con, including Black Widow, Thor: Love and Thunder, The Eternals with Angelina Jolie, and a Doctor Strange sequel. Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
All right, Ashley, thanks so much for that. We're taking you out live to Skyfox aerials, being told this is a chlorine leak in the chlorine leak L-E-A-K, chlorine leak. This is in the 4800 block of West Choya Street in Glendale. I am pulling up a map now to see exactly where this is. Working to see if there's any additional details I might be able to get you. Man, it is Monday, and I can tell it is a little difficult for me to talk. Okay, so this appears to be right off the Arizona Canal Trail and North 49th Avenue. West Choya Street kind of ends right there at the canal. West Choya Street and North 49th Avenue in Glendale. We're being told it's a chlorine leak. Oh my goodness. L-E-A-K, not a link, Pilar, a leak. It's Monday, folks. Thanks for your patience and understanding.